Hello everybody, welcome to the Grim Show Taker Spotlight. On tonight's episode, yes, just now ended a few minutes ago. That's a few seconds ago, really. The Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on this episode. There's unrest, I get. There's been unrest for a while. Changing with you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, in this episode was. I'm not gonna give away too much. I'll make this rather short. But, in this episode, they did more on about Hydra trying to make it look like S.H.I.E.L.D's doing a bunch of stuff. They even used this new weapon that was invented back in World War II by Hydra. It's like a throwing star type deal. They throw it and it disintegrates people, or you stab people with it, and it disintegrates more like a circular disc. So, but the tension between Hunter and Bobby escalate a little bit. I mean, he saves her life 3 times, I think, in this episode. She's keeping count, by the way. That's a minor spoiler. But the thing with Agent Carter is resolved. I mean, not Carter, but Agent, what, I forgot his name. It's resolved, and the one that's in the basement, you know, the one betrayed him in the first season. It's resolved completely. Almost. Not quite. I won't do any spoilers. Maybe you can watch it on Hulu. There are probably people who will do spoilers. I'm not going to be one of those people. Excuse me, I got a little bit of congestion. Uh, but yeah, but just some minor, but yeah, it escalates. The intention is pretty much looking like she's still in love with Hunter. Bobby is, because there is a hint of that still, because of what she says. And it comes to an head with Hydra still in kind of like control power-wise, but this was more like Hydra trying to get focused onto S.H.I.E.L.D. and get S.H.I.E.L.D. destroyed. Which now, in doing so, Agent Coulson had to play a card, a big ace in the hole. And we know what that basically ace in the hole means. Anyways, he talked to the senator, which of the same name as the agent that betrayed him. You know who I'm talking about. Basically, what that led up to is that getting it called off to where S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't going to be their government's target anymore. It's going to be Hydra. So Hydra's screwing themselves because they're forcing S.H.I.E.L.D. into taking measures that they did not want to take. But once they took those measures, things kind of worked out in their favor. Till the end. I will not spoil that. There's no sense in it. But it was a rather surprising ending. It was very, put it this way, their ace in the hole got loose. But, if you watched it, you know what I'm talking about, but no more spoilers than that. But, put it this way, the government is no longer after S.H.I.E.L.D. They're considered minor. And it was pretty cool how near the end, the general who's been after S.H.I.E.L.D. the entire time shook the hand of May, Agent May, and said it's hard. Asked her how many people they lost. They lost 6 people. Those mercenaries killed 6 of their people because they thought the place they were going was a safe haven. He wanted them to think that so they could wipe out S.H.I.E.L.D. completely. But he shook her hand and said, "It's hard to see good soldiers. It's hard to see good soldiers die." And I thought that was a great part in it, because they're both they're both fighting Hydra. The government as well as S.H.I.E.L.D. is fighting Hydra. Now, Hydra might be on their way out pretty soon. Hopefully at the end of this season, the big cells of Hydra will be stomped out. But then again, you cut off a head, more grow back. That's true, but if everybody remembers the myth of the Hydra, is that if you cut off the head and singe the head, burn the neck, another one won't grow back. So what S.H.I.E.L.D. should be doing is finding the cells and not just cutting off the head per se, not literally, figuratively, and that is burning the head. In other words, put these people in such a bad situation that there is no choice but to be gone, to leave, to stop. But the technology that Hydra has is pretty sweet. But without their major the person who produces the weapons, he's been took out. S.H.I.E.L.D. took him out. Then there won't be no more of those weapons being made. So S.H.I.E.L.D. basically is doing what they need to be doing, and that is burning the heads. Don't just cut off the heads. Burn the body. You find the main figurehead, burn it. Burn it to the ground. S.H.I.E.L.D. needs to get back up and running, but I'm pretty sure that'll happen during the Avengers. They'll get up, because I've seen the newest trailer appeared on YouTube as well as on TV today, right after, and it showed Nick Fury, and I'm like, okay, so maybe S.H.I.E.L.D. is going back up and running slowly, but surely, hopefully there'll be a big agency again. But last Tuesday's episode, the first episode, peeved me off personally because they got rid of Carl Crusher Cree too quickly. 2 episodes. Wow. Peeved me off. They could have kept him going. That's all I'm saying. Now, if anybody knows about that character, is that his abilities, he can reform himself, so maybe he'll appear back in another season or whatever. Another episode later on down the season, that'd be nice. But to make him addicted to his power, to absorbing objects, Marvel, you're making him out to be a puss. A wussy. He never used his entire body as Diamond, which he can do. He also grows. He's only absorbed he's only made for one hand. I like that they did the whole ball and chain thing. But to be honest, bronze was not the best thing you could have done. Marvel. I mean, come on. Marvel made that character. That character is an Omega level threat. Just as bad as Magneto. He nearly beat Thor. If he wasn't so freaking dumb, he could have mopped the floor with Thor and Hulk. But, yeah, it was a good episode. All in all, I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm glad they got Bobby in it. Those who don't know, you know who Bobby is. It's Mockingbird. She picks up things quickly. She's rather fast. She's almost supernatural in a way, I guess. But I can't wait till this whole thing with Sky's dad comes to an end. I'm sick of her worried about wanting to know about her dad. Her dad's an evil. So far, what I'm seeing, he's killed people, and he wants her to think that he's a good guy when he's killed people. Bad impression, dude. But other than that, it was good. I just want that to come to a head, and probably in the next few episodes they'll get that coming to a head. This was a good change. Had nothing to do with their stupid dad, which seemingly it's been mostly focused around and centered around her. I mean, part-time they'll have it centered around S.H.I.E.L.D. getting its stuff together. But it's pissing me off. I want this to come to a head at the end of this season, if at all, before. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing about Sky this, Sky that, Sky this, Sky's that, Sky's that. I'm tired of it becoming repetitive. It's like a really bad comic book that you keep going back to because there's small bits and parts that are good. But the entire storyline itself is stupid. Get this over with, Marvel. Get this, our little stupid story, down to here, and everything about Hydra and S.H.I.E.L.D. getting itself together back up to where it belongs. But this has been Golden Soul Taker. It's getting late. Good luck. Good night. Peace out.